Granddaddy P here. Good afternoon. It's soggy, it's raining, it's yucky here where I'm at. So, let's do a long one and let's talk about racism in Korea. There are a lot of good things about Korean society. There are a lot of bad things about Korean society. One of those things is racism. For the most part, Koreans don't really think they're racist, but they are. And we're going to dive a little bit into it right now. Now, I live in the United States. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. We have our own problems, and we talk about them all the time. The difference is we admit that we have problems, and we work on solving those problems. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but we keep working. Korea is definitely racist, but doesn't want to admit it. So I'm going to discuss it for them. This has never happened to me because I haven't been there in a while. But also things have changed a whole lot since I was there. Korea has grown. Korea has gotten stronger. They're very nationalistic. They're proud of themselves. And that is a good thing. However, they are definitely racist. Here's an example. Let me start this way. If you are a Korean and you come to visit the United States, maybe you come to live for a little while. Maybe you're on a 90-day visa, whatever it is, and you're enjoying yourself. And you and some of your American friends that you've made here, or people that you know, maybe even family, maybe you go out to a club. Let's say, because I'm not far from it, let's say you go into Center City, Philadelphia, and you go to a nightclub. I wouldn't do that, but maybe you do. And you're standing in line and waiting to get in, and you get up to the line and they tell you, please move off to the side. We'll be right with you. But they don't get right with you, and they keep admitting people into the club. Time goes on. Finally, another bouncer comes from outside, whispers into the ear of the bouncer who puts you off to the side, and that bouncer says, sorry, you can't come in tonight. We have too many foreigners. You can either wait till some foreigners leave, or you can come back another night. But because you're a foreigner, you're not allowed into our club. This, folks, happens in Korea all the time. All the time. Some clubs put a sign on the door, no foreigners. Period. Exclamation point. So simply, if you go to Korea and you go to some of these places or attempt to, they will not let you in. Now, also imagine, my dear Korean friends, coming to the United States, walking around, doing your thing. You go to a business, any business. In this case, we were talking nightclubs. And the first thing they want to see is your ID. Okay? See how old you are? That makes sense. They also want to see your passport. A little club in the middle of the city with a bouncer at the door. The bouncer wants to see your passport. What? None of his business. But in Korea, if you are a foreigner, you walk into a business, they have a right to see your ID and your damn passport. And I will tell you, maybe that's why I haven't been back. But if I walk into any business in Korea, and I have family in Korea, and they ask me for my passport, I'm going to say, never mind. I'll take my business elsewhere. And quite frankly, I think until Korea corrects this problem, perhaps foreigners should take their business elsewhere. Now, we had an occasion here. I hope it's getting better. I pray it's getting better. I will do everything I can to make it get better. There was some Asian hate going on, usually in the cities, usually by another minority group, against Asians. Physical attacks, etc. That's wrong. It's awful. It cannot be. It must be stopped. I will do everything in my power to ensure that that stops. There's no room for that kind of hate in my country or any country. But you see, that's the difference. We recognize it. We don't want it. We will do everything we can to stop it. But in Korea, they just turn a blind eye. There are no laws for this, no rules for this. Any business can do anything they want. And in Korea, if you're not Korean, oftentimes they just don't want to deal with you. You're a foreigner. You're not allowed in. Pure racism needs to be stopped. South Korea, I'm using one of your phones. My wife drives one of your cars. My wife is Korean. I love Korea. My family in Korea is obviously Korean. My children are Korean. My grandchildren are Korean. But guys, get it together over there. Fix this problem. Stop the racism in South Korea. Granddaddy P, signing out.